Welcome to my channel. Today, I want to talk about an interesting issue and a topical issue. Nigeria is on the grip of election fever. The 2023 general election is before us. Now, one of the positions that have been of contentious issue right now is who becomes the next president of Nigeria after 8 years of President Muhammau Buhari in 2023. By May 29, 2023, President Muhammadu Buhari would have spent 8 solid years as President of Federal Republic of Nigeria and exhausted his maximum 2 terms. It also means that the North of Nigeria has exhausted each 8 years in power. Under Nigeria's unwritten agreement, power used to rotate between the North and South since 1999 until there was a small disruption as a result of the death of President Muhammau Buhari. Now, from all indication, the presidency of Nigeria is going to go south. It ought to go south, having stayed 8 years in the north. And in the ruling party, the All Progressives Congress, it appears certain that the next president of Nigeria is going to be from southern Nigeria. Now, which part of the south should produce it becomes the contentious issue. Which part of the south should produce the next president? Initially, it appeared there was some pushback. Some northern elites wanted power to remain in the north, but the south was equivocal. They were determined that the power must return to the south. And in what has now become popularly known as the Asaba Declaration, the governors of southern Nigeria insisted that in 2023, power must return to the south. And they based this on justice, equity, fairness. And of course, if you look into our own federal character, which is enshrined in our constitution, you know there's a need for the rotation of the presidential slot or position. Now the question becomes, which part of the South should be given the privilege to produce the next president, especially in the All Progressive Congress? Maybe next time we'll look at in my next video, I'm going to look at the People's Democratic Party. But today, let us concentrate on the All Progressive Congress, which it has zoned its presidential ticket to the south. So which part of the south? If the reason why the south wanted the presidency to return to the south is because of justice, fairness, and equity, it therefore means that same principle have to be applied in the south in determining which of the 3 zones in the south deserve it, whether it is south-south, southeast, or southwest. Now, if we are looking at the principle of equity, justice, and fairness, there is no doubt about it that the next president of Nigeria should come. Next president of Nigeria under the ticket of the All Progressive Congress should come from the southeast. This is because of all the 3 zones in the south, this is the only zone that has ever produced a president in this dispensation since 1999. Since 1999, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan has been president of Nigeria for 5 years. And that happened following the death of President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. So for 5 years, South held the levers of power. They produced the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Before them, between 1999 and 2007, the Southwest produced President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in the person of Chief Olusegun Obasanjo for 8 solid years, uninterrupted. As I speak, somebody from the Southwest is the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And by May 29, 2023, he would have spent 8 years as the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. If you combine Osibanjo's Vice Presidential position, 8 years for Southwest, with Obasanjo's 8 years, it means that the Southwest has been under the firm control of levers of power in this country for 16 years. Now, if you are talking about the reason why the power has to shift to the South or to be rotated to the South, is based on fairness, equity, justice. Then the Southwest, which is predominantly Yoruba, ought to extricate itself away from the contest. That is the truth. There is no point for the Vice President to come and present himself that he wants to continue. If he continue and stay another 8 years, it means that the Southwest alone would have produced how many years? Would have been in the presidency 16 plus another 8. That's 24 years. Meanwhile, the Southeast had never tested these positions since 1999. It is not fair. Why I found this surprising is because even the Southwest insisted that the power must return to the South because of fairness, equity, and justice. But when it got to the South, some of them begin to dance around the issue. Fairness and justice and equity is no longer important to some of them. Of course, we know that there are men of conscience in the Southwest, especially the leadership of Afenifere, the social cultural organization, the topmost social cultural organization of the Southwest, is solidly behind power moving to the Southeast. But there are pushbacks, especially from people like the national leader of APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is insisting that he must be the next president of this country and that he must pick the ticket of APC, going by his posturing. Because ordinarily, he ought to have extricated himself away from this. So if we are talking about fairness, justice, equity as the basis that power must not stay in the North in 2023, then that same principle should be applied in the South when the power shifts to the South, so that it becomes a process, a means, or a way of selection of the zone that ought to have it. And I have given you an example of how power has been held since 1999. How Southeast have never had the opportunity of producing the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria since 1999. I have heard people say, even some supporters of Tinubu and Osibanjo, saying that power is not given, power is grabbed. Really? But when they were demanding that power should shift to the South, they were talking about that for fairness and equity. If they talk about if for fairness and equity, justice, the power must come to the South. Now, if they are saying that when it comes to the South, fairness, justice, and equity doesn't apply anymore, then there's no basis for power shift in the first place. APC ought to have thrown the position open so that every Dick and Harry, Tom that want to contest, whether you are from the east, from the west, from the north, from the south, you throw in you throw your heart into the ring. But we know that that didn't happen. APC, from the way it has allocated positions after its national convention, made it obvious that the presidency is coming to the south, and the most deserving of it is southeast. That is the truth. Unless we want to jettison justice, fairness, and equity, which was the main reason why the Southern Governors Forum insisted that power must return to the South. So that's fair enough. And in the Southeast, it's not as if Southeast don't have eligible and capable men in the All Progressive Congress that could hold their own anywhere in the world, that could be president of this country. I think Southeast is not lacking on personalities. Southeast is not lacking on top APC chieftains that could make good presidents. So what is needed now is for the Southwest, in the spirit of fairness, justice, and equity, to extricate itself from the presidential contest, from seeking the ticket of the All Progressive Congress. That's what the Southwest ought to do. And Afenifere has shown the light, because Afenifere has said, no, do not contest. Allow Southeast to produce the next president for justice, fairness, and equity. This zone has never had it. They ought to be given the opportunity to produce the next president. I think that is fair enough. That is fair enough. But of course, what I'm saying now may not make any much difference, because already Tinubu has thrown his heart in the ring. The Vice President, Yomi Osibanjo, is in the race. I will not be surprised if any other person from Southwest shows up. But these two men, or Southwest alone, Southwest APC alone, cannot determine where the next president or presidential candidate of APC is going to come from. It requires synergy between all the six geopolitical zones. So I expect that reason will prevail. And that the other zone will see the need to unite this country, to stop the restiveness in the Southeast by supporting a candidate from the Southeast to emerge. In fairness, that is how it ought to be. Nigeria's democracy has not matured to the level where you say that we're going to have survival of the fittest. No. It is because of it, because survival of the fittest disadvantaged so many people in Nigeria. That was why even the Southern politicians, including Tinubu, pushed and insisted that the next president should come from the South. And they made sure that contestants from the North did not partake. Yes. So if that principle is applied, it has to be applied holistically. You cannot apply it in piecemeal. When you are looking for the power from center, from Abuja, you say it must shift to the South. Now, when you get to the South, you say, no, we are no longer going to apply the principle of justice, equity, and fairness. What we are now going to apply is the survival of the fittest. It doesn't work that way. And I hope the political elite, the leadership of APC, especially the leader, the true national leader of APC, President Muhammad Buhari, is aware of this because he is the leader of the party. He is the one that will have the final say on his successor. It will be unfair to the South. It will be unfair to the federal character that after the Southwest has spent 16 years in the presidential villa, that they will be given another 8 years to have 24 years when there is a section of the South that have never touched that position, that have never smelled that position. That is unfair. It's against the principle of federal character as enshrined in the Constitution. It's against the principle of natural justice. So APC ought to know this and quietly ease out Vice President Yemi Osibanjo and Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu quietly out of the race. But if they want to go the whole hog on the day of making the final choice, they should be put in their proper place so that justice can be served. That is the way to save this country. That is the way to go. That is the way to save this country from total disintegration, from total disunity. We need to unite this country. We need this country to be united. We need every section of this country to have a sense of belonging. We need to see Nigeria as a collective whole, as our own, and not for some few choosing people. That is why it's important that the APC makes the right choice in choosing its presidential candidate. Like I used to say, and I'm repeating it here, there is no section of this country that does not have capable hands, capable person that could be president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Our challenge has always been that we don't choose the best from each of the zone. We choose mediocres who comes to Abuja and mess up the system. When we talk about the Southeast, there are many eligible Southeast people that could be president. So people should not entertain any misgiving about it. There are highly qualified technocrats, tested leadership that could be president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I don't need to rail out their names. I don't need to tell you their names. But APC should headhunt those people, pick one of them, and package him to become the next president of Nigeria. It has been done before. In 2007, when Obasanjo was about to leave, after spending 8 years in power, one of the most eligible, most qualified, most erudite, most charismatic leader of that time was Dr. Peter Odele, the governor of Rivers State. He had everything going for him. He could have picked the tickets of the People's Democratic Party. But Obasanjo said no, power must return to the North after 8 years in the South. And that was how Obasanjo had hunted the governor of Katsina State, late Alhaji Umar Musa Yar'Adua. So President Muhammad Buhari should do likewise. He should do likewise. He should not allow himself to be caged, to succumb to the pressure of allowing the presidential ticket of APC to go to the Southwest. That would be unfair. That will be against the principle of natural justice. It will go against the federal character principle of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It will go against the expected unity and cohesion that the country needs now more than ever before. So I believe, I hope that those in the presidency, the APC apparatchiks and all that they will do the right thing, that they do not succumb to the antics of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu or even the Vice President, Osinbajo, and allow the presidential ticket of APC to go to the Southwest. Southwest is a bastion of fairness, justice, and equity. That is what drives the civil society organization in the Southwest. That is what drives pro-democracy groups in the Southwest. They cannot change overnight because they see themselves that they stood at an advantage. Now, they want to jettison fairness, justice, and equity, and telling us or telling people that when it comes to the South here, to the South of Nigeria, when the president moves to the South, it has to be based on survival of the fittest. It doesn't work that way. It shouldn't work like that. President Muhammau Buhari should not allow it to work that way. It will lead to a big problem. It may seem easy to do now, but the consequences are dire. President Muhammadu Buhari should listen to the elders of Nigeria, the elders of Nigeria in Afenifere, the elders of Nigeria in Pandef, the elders of Nigeria in the Middle Belt. He should also listen even to the northern elders. Whatever needs to be done to bring this country together ought to be done. And one of the things to do to show unity, to show that this is one country, is to ensure justice, fairness, and equity, and take the presidency of Nigeria southeast in 2023. That is my objective analysis of it. If you have any objection to my presentation, you can write on the comment box and tell us why you think that my postulations and my positions doesn't hold water. And before you go, please make sure you hit the subscription button so that anytime we drop any video, you will be one of the first to know. God bless you.